Hi. Oh god. I'm finally doing my second trimester recap video because I realized that I never did it. I honestly don't have too much to say about the second trimester because honestly it was a pretty good trimester overall. I do have a couple things that I did write down, and while we do that, I'm also going to eat some Cheetos, and the dogs are absolutely obsessed. She drools for them and it's utterly disgusting because she's not a drooler, but she only drools for Cheetos. But I don't think I want to share it with her. Get down, down. I am currently in my third trimester though, and I'm so tired. I have like no room to breathe, and I'm just constantly exhausted. And none of my clothes fit me. I have officially started to wear my husband's clothes, like pants and shirt. Oh god. My second trimester that I wrote down all the things, or some of the things that I wrote down. So from early on, I think at week 15, I started to get this urge to just constantly eat so I can avoid throwing up. So I always had to eat something, and if I didn't eat something, I felt like I had to throw up. Like that was my feeling. And then at week 16, I started cramping on my right side and like right under my belly kind of. And I realized that that was round ligament pain. It was just my uterus growing, and I think that's when my belly did really start to grow a little bit, but not a lot to show. And honestly, I only had round ligament pain maybe like 2 times throughout this entire pregnancy. Around 18 weeks, I started to get really uncomfortable in my body, just everything. Nothing felt good. Lying down, sitting, bouncing on a ball, sitting on a ball, nothing helped, and I was just really uncomfortable by then. By the time I was 19 weeks pregnant though, I started to have small flutters in my stomach. I didn't really notice it at first, nor did I like label them as flutters even at the time. I think there's a glare in my glasses. But like I started to feel something in my stomach. And then when I was 20 weeks, that's when I really started to feel like, oh my god, that's the baby. But it wasn't able to like see outside of my stomach. I could only feel it. My husband couldn't really see anything or like really feel much. But that is also when my stomach started to like really pop. Like 20 weeks, exactly at 20 weeks, I literally just popped out of nowhere. Also, making this video when you're pregnant takes so much out of you. 21 weeks. When I was 21 weeks, my husband and I went to an Indian wedding in the East Coast. Do I regret going? No. Because I don't think I would have been able to travel anytime after that. I can't imagine traveling anywhere right now, let alone being on a plane, because whew, that was hard. And this is also when I started to like, whenever I laugh or sneeze, I would pee a little. And my husband would think it's so hilarious. I don't know why. When I was 23 weeks pregnant, I got my first Big Mac for the first time ever, and I finished it, and it was so delicious. Best meal ever. And then when I was 24 weeks pregnant, I got tested positive for COVID. So I did get COVID in the middle of my second trimester, and it sucked. My symptoms were, it started out as a fever, and then I got congested, started sneezing a lot more. My body started aching, but only my lower, like hip down, like my legs would only ache. Super weird. I actually had COVID symptoms for about like exactly almost like 5 or 6 days. It was gone after like a week or so. And after that, I went to another Indian wedding, but we didn't have to fly on a plane, we just had to drove. So that was really nice, but it was also still really hard. Also, that same week, my hunger like officially came back. Like I was always hungry. Always had to snack, always had to eat, and it could be anything like chips, fruit, or even just like a smoothie or a milkshake or ice cream or a popsicle. Oh my god, I love popsicles. And then when I was 26 weeks pregnant, I went on a 30-minute walk with our dogs and my husband. Went outside because it was nice out one evening. And oh my gosh, my back. I could not walk. Like, my lower back hurt so bad. And I've never really had back pain. I get really winded from walking, going to Costco and doing grocery shopping. Like, that's tolerable, but I move really slow. I always have to have water on me. I don't necessarily have to have snacks as long as I have like a giant jug of water with me. And I drink almost about half a gallon a day minimum, probably more. I probably drink about a gallon a day, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Second trimester was really nice. I would say the first half of my second trimester was still tough. And the third trimester is honestly my favorite. It is the longest, definitely, just because now I'm like so tired of being pregnant. Like, I'm 8 months pregnant and I'm a month away from being done. Like, I just want this kid out. He's heavy and it's just like physically draining. But I'd rather be physically tired than like feeling sick and nauseous and not having my appetite and all that stuff during my first and the first half of my second trimester, definitely. But as of now, he is head down. I'm a centimeter dilated and I've been having contractions. And I have a lot of pressure on my pelvis, so I think he is descending. So he could really come at any time. I'm really thinking that he's going to come in September, probably like 3 to 4 weeks early before his due date, and I'm really hoping that's true and the little guy listens to his mama. But yeah, we're ready. The car seat is in the car and everything. Making videos or doing anything while you're pregnant is really hard. Oh God, this is like the fastest YouTube video I've ever made. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing really well. If you're pregnant and watching this, I am cheering you on. It's not easy being pregnant, and I also want to encourage you to reach out and ask for help. Go on those mom groups on Facebook and join like the Peanut app, which is I'm on that, to like talk to mom friends, because like I don't have friends that are pregnant or even married, and so it's really nice to have, just even if it's just texting someone, it's just kind of nice. But yeah, I really encourage all pregnant mamas to not be afraid to reach out to people and ask for help or just talk to somebody. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my bag of Cheetos and maybe lie down now. I just can't wait to not be pregnant. Thanks for watching.